British Columbia. Defined by its dramatic and diverse geography, BC is a province of extremes. It contains one of the world's largest temperate rainforests, the Great Bear Rainforest. It's famously home to the Kermode or spirit bear, a subspecies of black bear in which a recessive gene gives some individuals a white coat. Inland, the Okanagan Valley is a semi-arid region of rolling hills and lakes, renowned as Canada's premier wine-growing area. The province is home to the Haida Gwaii Archipelago, a place of immense cultural significance to the Haida Nation, and often called the Galapagos of the North for its unique ecology. Its largest city, Vancouver, is consistently ranked as one of the most livable cities in the world, but also one of the most expensive, with a culture that blends North American urbanism with strong Asian influences and a deep-seated passion for the outdoors. Alberta. While its identity is strongly tied to its vast oil and gas reserves, Alberta's landscape is far from uniform. In the west, the Icefields Parkway is a breathtaking highway that cuts through the heart of the Rocky Mountains, connecting the iconic national parks of Banff and Jasper. In stark contrast, the southeast contains the Canadian Badlands, a landscape of coulees and hoodoos that is home to Dinosaur Provincial Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with one of the richest concentrations of dinosaur fossils in the world. Its cowboy culture is most famously on display at the Calgary Stampede, the greatest outdoor show on Earth, an annual rodeo and exhibition. For decades, Edmonton was home to the world's largest shopping mall, the West Edmonton Mall, a symbol of the province's oil boom era prosperity. Saskatchewan. Nicknamed the breadbasket of Canada, Saskatchewan's identity is rooted in its agricultural prowess and the cooperative movement that was born here out of necessity during the Great Depression. Its landscape, however, is more than just flat prairie. The Athabasca sand dunes in the far north form one of the world's most northerly major dune fields, a unique and remote ecosystem. The capital, Regina, is home to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police National Training Academy, Depot Division, where all Mounties have been trained for over a century. In Moose Jaw, a network of underground tunnels has fueled a persistent local legend of being a haven for American mobsters like Al Capone during Prohibition. Manitoba. Situated at Canada's geographical center, Manitoba is a province of water and wilderness. It is home to 3 of Canada's 13 largest lakes, Winnipeg, Winnipegosis, and Manitoba. The northern town of Churchill, on the coast of Hudson Bay, is a unique ecological crossroads. In autumn, it is the best place in the world to see polar bears as they wait for the sea ice to form. In summer, the same area becomes a nursery for thousands of beluga whales. The capital, Winnipeg, located at the confluence of the Red and Assiniboine rivers, known as the Forks, is a cultural hub on the prairies, home to the Royal Winnipeg Ballet, the longest continuously operating ballet company in North America, and the striking Canadian Museum for Human Rights. Ontario. The engine of Canada's economy and its most populous province, Ontario is a land of immense scale. The vast majority of its population lives in the south, in a dense urban corridor that includes Toronto, the nation's largest city, and a global hub for finance, technology, and multiculturalism. This region also contains the Niagara Fruit Belt, a fertile area for agriculture nestled between 2 Great Lakes. The north, by contrast, is a vast, sparsely populated expanse of boreal forest and Canadian Shield, rich in mineral resources. The capital of Canada, Ottawa, is located here and is home to the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site which, in winter, freezes to become the world's largest naturally frozen skating rink. Quebec. Quebec's most defining feature is its distinct cultural identity as the heart of French-speaking North America. It operates under a civil law system based on the French model, unlike the rest of Canada, which uses English common law. This legal and linguistic distinction is a product of its unique history. Its capital, Quebec City, is the only city in North America north of Mexico to have preserved its defensive walls and ramparts, and its historic district feels more like a European town than a North American one. Its largest city, Montreal, is a vibrant bilingual metropolis famous for its art scene, hosting the world's largest jazz festival and comedy festival. The Quiet Revolution of the 1960s rapidly secularized and modernized Quebec society, cementing its status as a progressive, distinct nation within Canada. New Brunswick. The only officially bilingual province in Canada, New Brunswick's culture is a blend of English Loyalist and French Acadian heritage. The history of the Acadians, who were expelled by the British in the 1750s in an event known as the Grand Dérangement, is a foundational part of the provincial identity. The province is defined by the Bay of Fundy, where the tides can rise and fall more than 50 feet, the highest in the world. This creates remarkable natural phenomena, such as the Hopewell Rocks, which are carved into flower pot shapes by the tidal erosion, and the reversing falls in St. John, where the powerful tide forces the St. John River to flow backwards twice a day. Prince Edward Island. While it is Canada's smallest province, PEI has a disproportionately large cultural footprint. It is known as the birthplace of Confederation, as the 1864 Charlottetown Conference held here was the first meeting that led to the formation of Canada. The island is connected to the mainland by the Confederation Bridge, an 8-mile-long engineering marvel that is one of the longest bridges in the world to cross ice-covered water. While its red soil is perfect for growing potatoes, making it a major exporter, its most famous export is cultural, the story of Anne of Green Gables. The novel has been translated into dozens of languages and draws hundreds of thousands of visitors to the island each year, particularly from Japan, where it has been part of the public school curriculum. Nova Scotia. A province shaped by its relationship with the sea, Nova Scotia's history is filled with stories of shipbuilding, naval battles, and fishing. In 1917, its capital, Halifax, was the site of the Halifax explosion, the largest man-made explosion prior to the atomic bomb, which flattened much of the city. The province has a strong Celtic heritage, especially on Cape Breton Island, where Gaelic is still spoken, and traditional fiddle music is a vibrant part of the culture. Cape Breton is also home to the Cabot Trail, one of the world's most famous scenic drives. The fishing town of Lunenburg is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its perfectly preserved colonial-era architecture and its colorful waterfront. Newfoundland and Labrador. The most culturally and geographically distinct of the provinces, Newfoundland and Labrador was a separate British dominion until it voted to join Canada in 1949. This history has fostered a fierce independence and a unique culture, complete with dialects of English that are unlike any others in the world. It is the site of the only authenticated Norse settlement in North America, L'Anse aux Meadows, dating back to around 1000 AD. The dramatic coastline is famous for Iceberg Alley, a corridor where colossal icebergs, broken off from Greenland's glaciers, drift south each spring. The capital, St. John's, is one of the oldest cities in North America, known for its brightly colored houses known as Jelly Bean Row. Yukon. The Yukon is synonymous with the Klondike Gold Rush, one of the most frantic and famous gold rushes in history. The event transformed the territory, and its legacy is preserved in Dawson City, the former capital, which still has the feel of a frontier town with its unpaved streets and false front buildings. It is a land of epic wilderness, home to Mount Logan, Canada's highest peak, and the vast Kluane National Park. The territory is crossed by the Dempster Highway, Canada's only all-weather road to cross the Arctic Circle, offering a challenging but stunning journey through tundra and mountains. It's a place that still embodies the spirit of adventure and the allure of the Great White North. Northwest Territories. A vast territory of boreal forest, Arctic tundra, and immense lakes, the Northwest Territories is home to Great Slave Lake, the deepest lake in North America, which is so large that a winter ice road is built across it to connect the capital to remote communities. It is also home to Nahanni National Park Reserve, a UNESCO site with dramatic canyons rising roughly 1,000 to 1,200 meters, and the spectacular Virginia Falls, about twice the height of Niagara Falls. Bush planes are not a novelty here, but a vital transportation link, connecting dozens of small, predominantly indigenous communities. The territory recognizes 11 official languages, including English, French, and 9 indigenous languages, reflecting its deep cultural diversity. Nunavut, meaning our land. In Inuktitut, Nunavut is Canada's largest and youngest territory, created in 1999 as part of a landmark land claim settlement with the Inuit. It covers 1/5 of Canada's total area. Life here is dictated by the Arctic seasons, from the 24-hour daylight of summer to the polar night of winter. Its population is about 85% Inuit, and the government operates with the goal of incorporating traditional Inuit knowledge and values into its decision-making. The territory is globally renowned for its art, especially the intricate prints from Cape Dorset and detailed soapstone carvings, which provide a critical source of income and cultural expression for many communities. Thanks for watching. Which province or territory would you like to visit? Let me know in the comments. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.